black clubs for the yeah, they call me the madman. I ain't no madman. I just go crazy, man. Ball hard, can't face, man. Choppers, rip wasteland. This what happens when you give it a taste life and you give it a wasteland. This what happens when you give it a fake life and then the ape in. I live with birds come in. Sounds like I see it in there. Hey, I'm on your turf again. This, that. Yeah. From the back of the. I got a girl, Brett. Yeah. She go to battleship. I live with birds come in. Sounds like I see it in there. Hey, I'm on your turf again. This, that. Yeah. From the back of the. I got a girl, Brett. Yeah. She go to battleship.
Out, valet, walk out, I'll leave Benz out, lost count, cause I'm too up right now. Too up right now. Yo, I'm too on one day on my third.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to First Energy Stadium here in Cleveland, Ohio. This was the scene a few minutes ago. The dog pound in full roar as their Browns emerge from their tunnel. They're ready to go as they get set to match up with the Kansas City Chiefs. Here's the kicker, Harrison Butker, ready to get this one started. And off we go from Cleveland. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. First carry for Nick Chubb. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a first down. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, when that continuity is there, and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
Watch him now, Barney!
They run again on first down, Chubb. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
Here we go now. Blue 90. Blue 90.
They go with Chubb on second down. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well. You were telling me this yesterday. This is exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation? We were talking about what one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly. It's a big man's game, and it's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football. Line up, get leverage, knock people back, and establish the run early.
Now a play fake here on first down. Forced out to his left. And he'll find a man. That's Landry. And he'll be marked down all the way inside the KC 10. A big play that time for Cleveland. And even 40 yards. A first red zone opportunity for the Browns thus far. They're looking at a first and goal from about the 9. They'll run with Chubb. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be second and goal. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
They do not score, fellas. They do not score.
Another shot from the 9 on second and goal. To throw, Mayfield. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a third down. Trying to finish off this opening drive from the 3. This is third and goal. They'll give it to Chubb. And he takes this one in for a Brown score. Nick Chubb, a 3-yard touchdown run. And the Browns take it right down the field and score on the opening drive. Extra point right down the middle. And it's now a 7-0 game. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up first and 10 at their own 22. A first carry now. This is Williams. And he finds some space past the 25 to the 27. Brought down that time by Christian Kirksey.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Blue 45. Blue 45.
On second down, Williams. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. It'll be a pickup of a couple, and it leaves him with a 3rd and 3.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker, and what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Mahomes looks to throw on 3rd down. And it's complete to Kelsey. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. A good pickup there of 20 yards.
I know at the end of games, coaches always tell us that no one play won or lost a game. This seems pretty important early, doesn't it? Their ability to pick up that first down on third down, I thought that was key.
Well, you're already in the hole after the touchdown on the other side. How will you respond? We talk about that a lot, and they responded pretty well there. You go 3 and out, I think you give up a lot of momentum. You get down 2 scores, could be an entirely different game.
So they've got a nice drive going now. They're in good shape. What's interesting to me is they're also in that spot of the field where you would take a shot. Do you change that up just because you're down a touchdown?
Now Mahomes throwing on second down. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. The Chiefs have got the passing game rolling a bit, and another first down. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Back now with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin as the Chiefs in possession of the football as we begin the second quarter. Now a handoff. Here's Williams. And not much running room. Down to the 32. Tackle made there by Jabril Peppers.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter games turn into bigger runs later.
They go play fake. Mahomes. To the right side, it's Kelsey. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down. A first trip to the red zone for KC. 1st and 10 at the 19. They'll hand it off now. Williams. And good downhill running. He's got 6 yards down to the 13.
And when you get good yardage like that on first down, it really does a whole lot of good for your entire offense. But I love the way he's finishing those runs. At the end of things, he's making sure he gets just a little bit extra.
On the ground, this is Williams. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. And now a timeout called defensively by the Browns. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Give him 2 yards on that one. 2nd and goal now. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
He'll get it up the middle, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down.
Partner, I know we're in a goal-to-go situation, but my goodness, think about running the ball here. Not even a thought, is it?
Defensively, they're in a prime spot.
And I think the defensive guys are probably expressing themselves to them as well. I wouldn't run it here, guys. You might want to try throwing it.
They go play action. Now Mahomes. And he's going to go down. Sacked right around the 17. Larry Ogunjobi in there to get him for a loss of 9, and that'll lead to 4th down. And that is no good. He pulled it just a bit, just a wee bit wide left. And this score will stay right where it is.
Everything looked good. Good snap, good hold. Sometimes, though, the ball just doesn't want to go where you want it. And this one winds up no good.
Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now 1st and 10 at their own 23. They start on the ground with Nick Chubb. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down. You mentioned very early on the need to establish a running game for this young QB. They really haven't been able to do that, though, in the first half.
So that means what in halftime? Adjustments time, right? Figure out what they are, figure out the things that they really want to accomplish, and who to run behind. Which are your better blockers? Find those guys and get in that direction.
Here we go now. 3-19.
Mayfield now on second down. Dumping it off for Johnson. And he's able to get up here to the 26. 7 yards on the play, and they're going to face a third down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Here we go now. Blue 90. Blue 90. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
2 minutes to go here in the first half. More from Cleveland after this. They had the catch on second down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at third down here.
Set. 3-19. 3-19. Gone. Leopard.
From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. Flushed, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
Oh, my goodness. Was that a defensive back that got to him with the pressure?
Oh, look at the former defensive back. You're all smiles up here.
I hope everybody can hear my smile on that play.
Colquitt on to kick as he sends it away. Fielded just inside the 30. 12 yards on the return that time. And it's Chiefs football. 1st and 10. And now here comes Kansas City. And they had compiled a pretty long drive last time. Unfortunately, though, it ended with no points after the missed field goal.
And that can hurt the psyche of a team because as they drove downfield, you know you're never supposed to count points in your mind until they go up on the board. But let's face it, we've been there. We've seen teams before. They were counting on those points. They didn't get them. Can they come back now, start over again, and grind it out?
They begin the drive with Williams. And he will be brought down at about the 43 that time. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat? And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. On second down, here's Mahomes. And the Browns pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest ones, maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. Zero accountability.
That's caught inside the 20. A big play there just before halftime. 49 yards.
Well, they just treated 3rd and long as simply an opportunity to make an even bigger play. Normally, you're just trying to pick up the first down and you know where the sticks are. They took this thing way downfield. Confidence in the receivers to go up and make a play, even with defenders around them.
So after the big play, look at this. All the way down at the 15 now on 1st and 10. To throw, it's Mahomes, eluding the pressure right. This is caught. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. Tyreek Hill as the first half is winding down. And the Chiefs are an extra point away from tying up this football game. The extra point up and good. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. Very short kick. This will be taken by one of the young men. And they're going to have really good starting field position here as that's taken up close to the 40. And the Browns getting set to go. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
Throwing, Mayfield. He's going to rifle one deep left. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. That's it for the first hit. And just like that, on we head to half number 2. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. That's fielded in the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Here comes the Chiefs offensive unit as they'll have it to begin quarter number 3. They have a chance to break our tie here as we get a look at the first drive of quarter 3.
And it's such a tone setter, isn't it? Because both sides trying to seize momentum to begin the half. What do they have dialed up that'll give them an advantage to move the ball downfield?
Let's find out what they have dialed up. They go play action here on first down. That's out to Hill, right side complete. Avoids him at the 40. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. They give him a gain of 38.
Sometimes it's designed, and sometimes you just have to know when to leave the pocket and move and make something happen. And on that play, he was able to get on the run and was still accurate throwing the football.
And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. Tackle made there by Myles Garrett. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
Shotgun snap to Mahomes. Buying time to his left. And he's going to drop this off to Williams. Complete. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. A gain of 4 on the play, and it'll be third down.
Everyone has their strengths, able to move to their right or their left, being able to throw the football. So that means you've got to work on both because you never know which way you're going to get flushed by pressure. In this situation, able to escape to his left and makes an accurate throw.
And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. It'll go as a gain of 10 and a Kansas City first down. They stick to the ground game on first down. It's Williams. And they'll get him down right about the 20. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. And he checks this one down to Williams. No gain on that one, and it's going to bring up a third down. This drive, it's been a good mix. 3 passing plays, 3 runs, hitting on all 3 of those passes, and the last one putting them in the red zone.
So wouldn't you think play action right here? Because you've got the ability and had the ability to run it and throw it. Go play action and take your shot at the end zone.
They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation. Now, that was a terrific play. We're down here near the goal line, and only one word comes to mind for me, and that's overwhelmed. Because they absolutely overwhelmed the offensive line. He came free and made the hit in the backfield.
So they get pushed back to the 11, and here's 2nd and goal. Working from the gun, Mahomes escaping the pressure right. Mahomes hit, he lost the football, and that will get out of bounds. Lucky there, they keep possession inside the 5. He turned that into a nice gain, gets him 8 yards closer for third down. The Chiefs on third down. They've been near perfect, 4 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and goal. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. Here's Mahomes, 3rd and goal. Steps away to his left. And he's going to be swallowed up and taken down. Sacked back at the 5-yard line.
That's quite a stand there defensively. A huge sack on 3rd down, and that's going to force him into a field goal attempt.
And the kick by Butker is good. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. So he missed that field goal earlier, but he says not this time. Able to knock it through, give his guys 3.
I like his poise. I like his confidence, his belief in himself. Sometimes when you miss that first one, you'll see a lot of guys sag and they can't make the next one. Not in this case. Stepped right up like a pro.
After the field goal, here's Butker to kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Here's the Browns now. They get set for their first possession of the 3rd quarter. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
Watch it now, Barney.
Mayfield off the play fake. Flush to his right. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Line of scrimmage, again the 25, 2nd and 10.
Watch it now, Barney.
Play action now. Here's Mayfield. And he's got his man on the crossing route. That's Landry. That one goes for 24 yards.
Brandon, so many times we see the crossing route start as a quick hitter, but in this play, he had time in the pocket and waited for him to clear going across.
On 1st and 10, Mayfield flushed out right. That is caught by the former Gator, Antonio Callaway. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 23 yards on the play. So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory as they've got it to the 28-yard line. Mayfield on play action. Dancing to his left. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Jarvis Landry, the intended receiver, and now it's 2nd down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have back on their heels.
Handoff comes to Chubb, and hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose, and it's picked up by the Chiefs. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at the 31-yard line.
Here we go. 3:39.
They start the drive on the ground. It's Williams. And he'll get this up to about the 40. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. They tried to throw on 2nd down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1.
Green 39. Green 39.
Play action. Now it's Mahomes. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Terrence Mitchell. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line. A critical error there in a tight game in the fourth.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the fourth quarter, turning it over, now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're passing in the fourth quarter with a lead, no matter at what point, you got to be super careful.
Got to be careful, and sometimes you can be so careful that you end up running yourself into an error.
Following the interception, Mayfield. Looking left side, that's caught by Landry. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A good pickup there at 22. This quarterback now, 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. From the gun, Mayfield eluding the pressure right. He's got a man wide open. It's Landry. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Give him 30 yards there.
As a general rule, offensive linemen like to know where their quarterback's going to be when he's setting up to throw the football. But sometimes they just have to get on the run, get on the move. He was able to do that on that play and picks up a first down with a nice throw.
And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield.
The best offenses and the ones that win are ones that make adjustments. And right now, I think this team needs to open things up.
Watch it now, Barney, Barney.
Now a second down throw for Mayfield. And he slides to avoid the hit. He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a 3rd down situation.
Now, how about that play? He took a possible negative and turned it into positive yardage and slid down to avoid taking a big shot. Excellent job getting down and avoiding the big hit.
Over.
On 3rd down, Mayfield escaping the pressure right. He can run for it, and he will. Pretty solid gain of 7 yards that time as he scrambled, but now they face a 4th down.
That was a good effort there, trying to do it on his own. But as a defender, you're in a tough spot because you have coverage responsibilities behind you. And if you take off too quick to try and get him down, he might loft it over your head.
So better to track with your man defensively than try to go up and make a stop on the quarterback.
Exactly right. What you're hoping is that your guys in the front 7 can get him down.
Set to go now with the kickoff. These two teams all even again as we continue in this wild 4th quarter. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. So now here are the Chiefs as their offense makes their way back out onto the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. Wide open receiver complete. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. That one goes for 36 yards. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Now Williams. And he'll be stopped up quickly here at the 38. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Green, blue 45, blue 45.
Time for a break. We'll come back and see how it all shakes out after this.
Here we go. Green 39. Green 39. Left, 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 left.
Again, it's Williams. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. Give him 13 yards there and a Kansas City first down.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
Here we go. Green 90. Green 90. Slow.
The busy night continues for Williams. And down inside the 15 he goes. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down.
This defense needs a big play in the worst way because so far, they're not putting up much of a fight. If they don't get a stop here soon, this game could be over for them.
Here we go now. Blue 45. Blue 45.
Williams. And this play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back to the 15. And now a timeout called defensively by the Browns as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in the fourth. A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12.
Here we go now.
And they will take a knee and set up what would be a potential game-winning field goal try. And now the Browns are going to take another timeout as the clock stops here with 46 seconds left to play. So 1st and 2nd down went in the wrong direction. They'll try to do better here on 3rd and 13.
Left.
Williams. He will push his way down to about the 14. And now we're going to get a timeout here called by the defense, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. And Butker able to put this one through. And the sideline celebrates as they have taken the lead in the final minute. All right, so time to reset here. It's a huge kick there, gives them the lead, but they've got to be careful that their celebrations aren't a little too premature.
You're exactly right about that because there still is time for the other guys to run a few plays and get into field goal position. So this defense is going to need to come up with one final stop if they're going to get out of here with a victory.
And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. They only need a field goal. Obviously, the clock a huge factor. They'll be watching that. What do they need to do here, Charles?
Your sequence of plays has to get you out of bounds. Completions, get out of bounds, gain some yardage. Then when the clock hits 7 seconds or left, now you've got a decision. Are you in field goal range or is it Hail Mary time? Because from 7 seconds down, you don't want to take a shot that you're going to have another play.
We'll see how they handle it. He'll look to throw. On the comebacker, complete. That's Higgins. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A good pickup there at 22. They'll look to throw. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out, incomplete. They still need one completion for field goal range.
And just think about what they're going over in the huddle right now. Make the catch, get out of bounds. That's going to be tough to do. So make the catch, get up to the line of scrimmage, and clock it to have one last shot.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Back to throw. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked by Kendall Fuller. And the return stops at the 39-yard line.
And that one, it's going to hurt big time. You're in the 2-minute drill trying to get your guys down the field, and it's looking like they're going to go up just short, as this is definitely not his best throw. And it'll wind up being intercepted.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Mahomes going to throw it here. Flush to his right. Now he'll let it go deep. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked up by Denzel Ward. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Well, Charles, a game and a decision that people may be talking about tomorrow for sure. Had a chance at a long field goal there at the end to try and tie it. They elect to not kick it, and they lose the game.
And I think what we'd all love to see is that little slip of paper that the special teams coach handed the head coach before the game that said, this is where our kicker is good from today. This is where he feels confident, because that might be the absolute mark that tells us, okay, maybe we have to run more offense because maybe he doesn't feel good about kicking it from this distance.
That'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our hardworking crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, find us on Twitter at EA Madden NFL. With that, we say good night from Cleveland.